Yes, stop eating these foods. Stop eating these foods. If you're a woman or you have a fiance, you have a child who is a female, a mother, or whichever female you find to have, kindly spend just 5 minutes with me and I'm going to tell you what you need to do if they are taking these foods. Now, ladies, you've been told on several occasions that eat clean or eat healthy. Now, but most of these foods that are being marketed are not healthy as they seem. They are silently killing your or working against your hormones, your mood, your energy, even your longevity as well. In this video, I will show you 5 foods that you must avoid as a woman, especially if you care about your hormones, your longevity, your balance, and your health. Now, and trust me, number 4 is nearly in every or almost in every woman's kitchen, and this is affecting your metabolism. Just stick with me. My name is Dr. Ologo, and in this video or on this channel, what we do is we take major health issues and then we break them into simplified form. The first one is white bread and refined carbs. Yes, it's soft, it's comforting, but it's also one of the most dangerous things that can happen to a woman's hormone. White bread, pastries, and white rice, these are all refined carbohydrates. When you eat them, they tend to spike the blood sugar levels immediately, or let's say quickly. Now, and when these blood sugar levels goes up, it increases the insulin production into the blood circulation. For women, constant insulin secretion or spikes in the blood actually leads to estrogen dominance, and this may lead to weight gain, and the weight most often is circulating around the belly. This in turn tend to increase the occurrences of conditions such as PCOS, mood swings, fatigue. Instead of eating all these things, why don't you switch into taking things like quinoa, oats, Ezekiel bread, or the brown bread, brown rice? Now, these things are very effective. They have high glucose as well, but they tend to release slowly, in turns reducing the insulin secretion in the blood. Secondly, we have diet sodas and artificial sweetness. Here is a lie most of us have believed. Zero sugar means healthy. Diet soda and most of these sugar-free snacks we take in contain what we call the aspartame and sucralose. So studies have also shown that most of these chemicals tend to disrupt the gut health, and 90% of serotonin, that is the feel-good hormone, which is made in the gut. For women, this means that you are going to bloat most of the time. Your mood is going to swing on and off because the serotonin is being disrupted, and also your sugar cravings is going to increase. Some of this research have even linked the artificial sweetness to increased appetite and fat storage, which usually occurs in women. Instead of going in for these sodas and artificial sweetness, why don't you switch most often to herbal teas and some flavored water, or even this stevia in moderation? Thirdly, excess dairy. Now, not all dairy is said to be bad, but if you are consuming processed cheese, conventional milk, and cream-based sauces regularly, please be cautious. Many of these dairies are processed or come from cow, and these cows have been treated with hormones, and this hormone can thereby have effect on your own body hormone balance. Dairy is also mucus forming and inflammatory for some women, and because of that, some of these things can lead to excessive acne growth, premenopausal syndrome or premenstrual syndromes, and also tenderness in the breast. Instead of all these, why don't you try the almond, coconut, or the oat milk? You can also go for fermented milk or dairy products such as the Greek yogurt. They support the gut health. Fourthly, we have processed meats. These actually hide in plain sight, such as sausages, deli meats, bacon, hot dogs. These usually contains a lot of preservatives that such as nitrates, nitrites, and these chemicals tend to increase the risk of developing cancer, especially in women. They are also saturated, or they are also high in saturated fats, okay, which actually leads to bloating, heart strain, and hormonal inflammation. This is not to mention, but women process most of these things differently, so differently as compared to men. Okay, and the reason is due to their body fat, which sees most of these fats and then converts them through aromatization to estrogen. Instead of taking all these processed products, why don't you take something like lean meat, such as grilled chicken, turkey breast, or plant-based proteins such as lentils, chickpeas? We have gotten to the fifth point, and if you've been able to stay with me throughout till this stage, then I want you to just take the opportunity and subscribe to my channel. Put me on post notification so that anytime I post, you'll be able to benefit from this. Now, the number five is excess sugars. Excess sugars. I know this one hurts, but sugars are hormonal saboteurs, especially in women. So high sugars actually leads to inflammation. It also worsens the premenstrual syndrome and cramps, and also spikes in the release of the hormone called cortisol. Cortisol is actually responsible for stress. And the worst part of this is that it increases the yeast, and or it feeds yeast and bacteria, thereby leading to what we call the candida infection. And we all know what candida infection is. It can also lead to chronic fatigue, it can cause brain fog, and reproductive issues. Instead of satisfying your cravings with the sugar, why not switch the bottom a little bit? Get yourself some fruits, especially berries, raw honey in moderation, and dark chocolate. Dark chocolate. So let's be real. Nobody is perfect. Nobody is perfect. But the woman's body has been wonderfully and perfectly made in a complex manner, which actually requires food and not sabotage. Now, put in the comment section, just try to tell me which of these five steps or foods have I mentioned that you are going to start with. Be honest with yourself. Just be honest with yourself. Put it in the comment section. And if this video has been so helpful to you, don't forget to hit on the subscribe button, like, and put your comments down there. Now, if you feel this channel is doing well and producing all the best of um, um, content, don't forget to watch this video which speaks about IVF and what it really entails. Also, don't forget to hit here about the fastest way to get pregnancy on the first trial. I'm Dr. Ologo, and thank you for watching, and see you in our next video.